The death toll from a volcanic eruption and tsunami in Tonga has risen to 3 as authorities work to assess the true extent of the damage. There are growing concerns for people on 2 smaller islands where most of the houses were destroyed. The families of Australians on the South Pacific island nation are anxiously awaiting news about their loved ones, but communication remains cut off. Gabriella Power has this report.
Ulithi Tafia was at a children's birthday party when he heard the news a tsunami had hit Tonga.
When I got a video call from my brother and my dad on the car, they're driving out from our home in Sopu, which is on the shoreline of Tonga, saying that they're heading for higher ground. That's when I realised the danger was real.
Ulithi grew up in the South Pacific nation and moved to Australia 10 years ago. His parents and siblings live in a low-lying area of Tonga.
And what did they say to you?
They said that they've packed up as much as they could. They've let all the animals out and they're going to drive up to Mataki'ewa, which is the highest point in town.
And what did you say on that call?
Well, we can't do anything but pray. That's all I said, and hopefully you guys make it safe up there. And after that phone call, I realized the seriousness of what's happening. Yeah.
Before COVID, Ulithi travelled to Tonga every chance he could. It's now been 3 years since he's seen his parents in person.
What's just happened is just making it even more homesick and missing them every more. Yeah.
You sound like you're very close to them.
More than anyone knows, yeah.
Ulithi is one of thousands of people with family in Tonga and no way of knowing if their loved ones are safe. Carissa Sully was on a Zoom call with her family in Tonga when the underwater volcano erupted.
Can you take us back to Saturday when you were on that Zoom call with your family? What happened?
It's a big bang. But at that point, we didn't think it was an explosion or anything. And then my 3 sister-in-laws were saying, oh, there's rocks, we can see rocks, it sounds like coming from the sky. I think it's hailing. And so you could definitely see, the sense of joy being turned into fear.
Communication was disconnected almost instantly. Carissa was left not knowing what had happened.
Myself, my husband and my daughters were calling, sending messages to our family. There was a disconnection. We weren't able to call through. Our phone calls weren't going through, and so we're just sitting there worried.
What was running through your mind?
We were thinking about the people in terms of what about those who don't have a vehicle? They need to get to higher ground. What about the elderly? All of those, kind of scenarios are going through our heads.
The Red Cross estimates 80,000 people could be affected by the tsunami. The first images from surveillance aircraft show significant damage to homes, the port and the country's main airport, where heavy ash on the runway is preventing 8 aircraft from landing. The eruption damaged Tonga's only undersea communication cable, making it impossible for people like Ulithi and Carissa to get through to their families.
I think just the absence of communication, it does make your heart grow fonder. And
each night, Ulithi and Carissa have been lighting a candle and praying for their family's safety and connecting with others in Australia's Tongan community.
It literally is through prayer and leaning on each other, leaning into the love of family, leaning into the love of community, the love of God to really hold us together.
I think I've never had so many messages on social media until the past couple of days from my friends, from my colleagues. The humanity of people comes out in times like this.
Ulithi is holding out hope he'll be able to see his parents again soon.
My travel credit's still sitting there. I can't wait to spend it as soon as they open up a flight to Tonga. But yeah, the first opportunity I get, I'm going to get on the plane to go see my parents.
Gabriella Power, Sky News.